Hey guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday or Friday as it is here. Today is a snow day and so we took the day off and we spent the afternoon in the pub with the kids. Just had a little chill out day. What a great day to have a little Homebrew Wednesday update. So I've got some interesting news on this one. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. I think it's a hot bath being run upstairs. Kids have been playing in the snow, they're cold. Anyway, this is the Vienna lager. Look at that dark, lovely, dirty thing she is. Fucking love it. Anyway, so this is what's going on in my life. I haven't taken notes. There's been no notes taken on this. So I've decided that I'm going to build myself a brew pub. I'm not actually going to build it myself. I've got a mate who I was telling about it. I said I'm going to build a brew pub, and he said I've got guys who can do that for you. And I was like, well chuffed. It's good to have good friends like that. So free beer for you whenever you come to visit Ed, fucking maniac. Anyway, so that's the first step. So we're talking about 3.6 meters by 3.4 meters. I'm looking at about a 75 centimeter depth on the brew table, which will run it on one wall. It's going to have a 3-tier system. Well, not 3 tiers, but 3 pots. And I'm thinking I need to buy a brew pump. I should buy a brew pump. Brew pump 3000 from the keg kingdom. That's what I should buy. That's what I'm going to buy. I might even buy 2 because and then some quick disconnects. Get some quick disconnects, that'd be nice. I was thinking about mash recirculation and I'm thinking, am I going to go for a full like Hermes system, or should I just get some like, I don't know, silicone tubing and find a way to roll it up nicely and then measure the outcoming temperature? I don't know. I might do the cheap way at first with some silicone tubing, or I might just never do it. Who cares? Whatever. I'm not reading from notes. This is like just off the top of my head right here. Another thing that's bugging me is that like I've been cracking on and banging on about these fucking double brews. I'm like, oh, you must do double brews half the time, all that shit. But the problem is, I can't brew at the moment because I've got like 100 liters of beer in my keezer and I've got 40 liters of beer in my fermentation fridge. Well, I need to brew smaller batches. Or, now here's an idea, someone who lives in the same area as me needs to come to my house and we brew a batch of beer that we both like, and either we can ferment it together. I don't care if it goes in my fermentation fridge, but when it goes to kegging or whatever, they come and take the keg and they piss off with it so that I can brew again. I just think at the moment I'm going to spend a lot of time bottling off the spare beer that I have. So what I'm going to do, I've got one keg, this one, the Vienna lager keg, which I'm pretty sure only has about 5 or 6 pints left in it. So I'm going to bottle them off. Maybe tonight. It's actually probably a good time to bottle when it's so cold outside, because you don't get massive frost and it's, you know, get a lot of beer in the bottle. Okay, so bottle them off, get one of the fermenters in there, clean it out, and then rack to secondary in that fermenter and just leave it to cold crash. Thing is, what I've done is like I've used 2 different yeasts. You'll see it in the grain to glass, but I want to save that for the grain to glass. I've used 2 different yeasts, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. I'm just thinking maybe I should stop doing double batches. I don't know, it's just too much beer. It's just too much beer, you know. I don't get to brew as much as I would like to brew, even though I'm getting the variety. I'm getting the variety, I'm getting the variety, the difference in flavor. I could be doing lagers and ales in the same brew day, all of that shit, which is great, but I don't get to brew as often. I brew half as often, and I just think that sucks. So yeah, sad panda, I suppose. But what we'll do, we'll remedy that. I'm going to throw a party soon. My lovely wife is taking the kids away at the beginning of the Easter holidays, and I'm going to get some friends around, and I'm going to ask them to help me. From the bottom of my heart, I'm going to say, please come and drink my beer as best you can, just as much as you can. I'm sure some of my friends will help. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm really looking forward to the whole brew thing. So I've got the one rack, I've got the plan to skin the whole thing, insulate the whole thing. So it's like, I don't know what they call that shit. Is it drywall or like, you know, the stuff that they, you know, you put on to make it flat. Yeah, like that stuff. And then some ceiling, and then something on the floor, and some heating. Then I'm going to take my Keyser in there, take the wheels off. I'm going to make a flatbed for the Keyser for when I want to transfer it around, transport it around. So I'll do that. And then I'll put a dartboard on the wall, a poker table, all the fermentation fridges and stuff. So the 3.6 meters is exactly half the garage depth. The other 3.6 meters will host the fermentation fridge, the cold crashing fridge, the shelf of brewing stuff that I have, like bottles and stuff. And inside the room, it should be reasonably navigable. Yeah. So, shit, right? Things are looking up, and what I'm saying is like, well, the sooner I get that done, the sooner I can start having piss-ups in my garage and not really upsetting anyone because it's in the garage. So, yeah. I think that's about all I have for this Homebrew Wednesday. So you guys carry on. I've hardly had any beers today, hardly any beers today. So you should hardly have any too. Cheers.